Thank you. Good evening. I know the hour is late. It's been a long night for you, so I will be brief. My name is Kale Keo. I'm the State Representative from District 47, which is a majority of Burrillville and a small piece of Glocester. I also speak on behalf of Senator Paul Kettle, who represents Senate District 23, which is all of Glocester and all of Burrillville and a small piece of Wakefield. Thank you, Councilman Kelman, for bringing this issue before this august body. There's a few things I'd just like to point out to you. First of all, if you were to pass this resolution, you would not stand alone. As you've heard many times tonight, 25 cities and towns across the state that passed this resolution, including Providence. We're on the agenda in several other cities and towns in the next couple of weeks, including Central Falls, I believe next week. And two towns, one in Connecticut and one in Massachusetts, Thompson and Douglas, which both border Burrillville. If you've ever been to Burrillville, you know it is a place of incredible beauty. And where they are proposing to build this very large power plant, 1,000 megawatt power plant, is right in the middle of George Washington Park, Pulaski Park, Buck Hill. This is some of the last green space in the state of Rhode Island. There are beautiful lakes up there, Wallum Lake, Wakefield Pond, Pascoag Reservoir, where I live. You've heard the testimony of these people. I've often said there's really only two reasons you come to live in Burrillville. You were born there, like I was, or you moved there for the woods, the streams, the lakes. These things are not consistent with building a second natural gas power plant in the town. I can tell you that the people of Burrillville do not want this. Like many of you, I had the privilege of going door to door and meeting many of my neighbors this past election cycle. I can tell you there's easily 80 to 85% of the people of Burrillville that are outspoken against this power plant. We do not want it. And the people, I think, rightfully, are not feeling comfortable with the process. And this is the point I want to make to you. The process takes all local control out of this. And that is something that as a council should concern you, not just on this issue, but other issues that have statewide impact. And I think that has meant a great deal to other councils that have considered this resolution. To give you some sense of how we feel about this process, as you've heard, Burrillville is a town made up of many mill villages. They're essentially mill villages. Pasco is one, Harrisville is another. Both of those villages have their own independent water systems, although currently Pasco is using Harrisville water. Fire pollution from an excise station of all things. But both Pasco and Harrisville denied Invention the right to use their water. At that point in time, the power plant was a serious issue. They had no water. That's when they went to first Woonsocket and ultimately Johnston. Currently, their plan, which was an 80-odd page, so when the two villages in Burrillville denied them water, the Energy Facility Site Board gave them 90 days. On their motion, they suspended the application for them to go find an alternative water source. When that 90 days was up, on the last day, Johnston voted to give them water. The plan now is to run this giant power plant on 3 truckloads of water a day. Now, I'm not an engineer. I've never constructed a power plant, but it seems very incredible to me that you can run a power plant of this size on 3 truckloads. You know, these are the trucks that might fill you with water. That just doesn't seem possible. You know, I'm not an engineer, but at this point, I'm a little incredulous. So, the town of Burrillville asked for 45. They had 90 days to find water. Burrillville asked for 45 days to understand this 80-page application of how they're going to use the water. That motion was denied. This is the process we're dealing with, and this is what should concern you as a council. And for all of those reasons, for all the reasons that these people, you know, as their homes, their lives have said to you, we ask you to support this resolution. Thank you.